this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines. We have a customer that has a PTO cable that broke. This is a PTO. This is an L100 series John Deere, a little bit older one. Just want to show you how to take it off, and then you can just do the reverse. All right, the cable is here for purposes of this video. I have it actually out right here, but just follow me around here because some of them had this where it's screwed to the frame. This is like a 3/8 or a 5/16 actually a nut. You can just take them off right there. That whole thing will come off, and it comes down here on the mower deck. Now this is a little bit dirty for the picture, but there should be a pin that holds this clip in here, and that spring, this cable goes to a spring which is underneath on the deck, and there's a hole in an arm that you have to basically take this spring out of. So the first thing you want to do is lower the mower deck all the way down. All right, you're going to pull this pin. This pin here is the pin that holds in this cable. Pull the cable out and pull it up. Now if it's broken, of course it's going to be pretty easy to take that out, but this is actually not broken. This is just for the video. Okay, now we have a spring attached to it, and I usually go in and I try to find out which way that spring is facing. The spring has an opening on it. Some of them actually went up the other direction. Some of them are bent like an L. They're at the new style actually look like an L bracket, but this is actually like a U. So you have to pull the spring up, push it down to come out of the hole. Just remember where that hole is on that one pulley. All right, so here's your spring. The customer had one break, and he wants to reinstall it, but that's how you take the cable out. All right, then when you get up to here, you're gonna have to unscrew this from the frame. A lot of them didn't have this. And then you come up through here, follow it up to here. Now, for video purposes, I actually left this out. This little teeny piece here, you have to use a pair of pliers from the inside. Now I'm gonna clip it in, but basically what you do is you have to push these two pieces in with a pair of pliers, okay? But they're gonna be on the other side here. It's gonna be locked in. So see how it's locked in, that won't come out. So remember when you put the new one on, that that's how it locks itself in. And then it's a little tricky for me, but it's a little tricky for everybody. And you just have to find the two little tabs you have to push in. I got bees in the video. All right. And you pull it out. There's the cable. Okay, now you gotta come under here. It's a little tricky to see, but follow the cable back, and there's a spring. This spring, just remember where it goes. There's a little teeny hole. Pull the spring off. That will actually come off of the cable release right where it attaches here. Now I had the spring will fall off my hand, so be careful. And there's a washer. So it's the spring, washer, and then the cable will come down. This cable right here is part of that'll be your new cable that's going on. I just dropped the washer. But just put it in reverse. So you want now this is a pin, okay? So you gotta be careful this pin doesn't fall out. It actually can't fall up. It's in there by gravity. And then you put the washer back on, the new one. And then you have to get your fingers on so you put the spring on it, washer, cable, and you pull it to the hole where it attaches, and there you have it. Then you put this part in. If this was a new cable, you're gonna lock it in here. All right, so that's locked in. You go down to your frame. I'm not sure if the new ones actually have this. A lot of them did not have this again. Follow it down with the new cable. You're gonna put it underneath. You have to go underneath the bar. You're gonna go underneath this bar, underneath your belt. Gotta make sure you have the way it's designed here is you wanna pull this up. A lot of people don't wanna do that. You wanna go upward. The hook has gotta go up. You gotta find the hole with your finger. It's a little bit tricky. This one here, should have cleaned it off a little bit better. I found the hole in there on the arm. Now that arm has a pulley on it. So you basically just need to find the arm with this pulley and you're good. And then once you get the spring on, and you come back here, this is with the new one, you're gonna pull it out, push it in to the slot here. And some of these are actually, you could adjust these brackets here. And most of the time you don't need to. And then this clip pin that I was telling you about, that has to go back in. There's a hole, and you may want to take a look at that. In fact, if you can see, there's a hole right here. That hole, well, that pin's got to go through there to hold that pin, hold that cable from going around. And that's a little dust booty right here. Goes on the end. And try to put it, I usually like it like that. There's a couple different ways you can do that, but that's fine. It's not going to go anywhere. And there you have it. And just to make sure everything works okay, come up to your handle, and you engage mower deck. Come down here, make sure that the spring is taut, your belt tension is right, make sure the spring is not rubbing against anything. All right, I think they might have had an issue with this bar right here actually rubbing this spring. Not 100% sure on that one, but this is a correct installation on this PTO engagement cable. All right, just make sure it's underneath this bar. This is actually a brake bar, and then make sure you're underneath your pulley, or not your pulley, your belt for your mower deck, and that should be it. So thanks for watching.